Hey there, marketing fans. Welcome along to another episode here from Adventures in Internet Marketing. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at how you can promote your local business. Now, this actually came about as a result of a friend of mine who is a Pilates instructor, and she was asking me how she can go about promoting her business on the internet. And obviously, her business is an offline business, and so we're going to be looking in particular at offline businesses and how you can go about promoting them. So whether you're, a Pilates instructor, whether you're a plumber, whether you're, a health specialist, whether you're, it doesn't matter what you are. I can show you how you can go online and actually promote your business, even if you have no experience at all of doing so beforehand. So let's go ahead and get started. The first place is Google Places, and I'd suggest you go over to google.com/places for business. Okay, that's the place to go to, and Places for Business is all one word. And you go there and you can sign up using your Google account. If you don't have a Google account, I suggest you get one. They are pretty brilliant because they've got a load of different features that will help you promote your business, Google Places being probably the main one of them. So go and get yourself an account and sign up with Google Places, and what you're going to be creating is a page which will enable you to actually promote your particular business. Okay, so one I found earlier on was this page called Bootcamp Pilates, which is based in West London. Now, they've done a few things very well here, so I wanted to give you this as an example. Now, again, remember, this is not just for the health niche. This is not just for Pilates instructors. This could be for anything, any business that you might have. So what they did here, the first thing they've done well is the title of their page is Bootcamp Pilates West London. What they've included here is the word Pilates West London, okay, that phrase. And that phrase is what people are going to be typing into Google to actually search for this kind of business, right? And you need to start thinking like your customers, all right? The most important thing you can do is think like your customer. What is your customer likely to be searching for to find a business like yours? Then you need to actually optimize your Google Plus profile, and also optimize your website as well to include those words. So in my friend's case, she's going to be finding people as a result of words like Pilates teacher London, or Pilates class South London, or Pilates class Southwest London, because that's where she's based. It might also be Pilates class Chelsea, which is near where she lives, which is quite an affluent area, so it's a good place to target. So all of these key phrases could be things that people will be typing in to Google in order to find her particular class, okay? And as a result, you're going to be creating a page which reflects this particular word, so that when someone gets to this page, they immediately know they're in the right place. So when they've typed in, Pilates class Southwest London, they get to this page and they immediately know they're in the right place, because that's what it says as the title. In this case, it's Pilates West London for the one that I found, but you get the idea. Anyway, the other thing that they've done very well on this Bootcamp Pilates page is to go down and put here on the description area the words Pilates West London. Again, that just reinforces with Google that you are, providing that particular service for that particular market. And Google really doesn't care about your business, okay? And I don't mean that in a horrible way, but Google doesn't really care about your business unless you can show and demonstrate that your business is about the thing that will give their users a better quality of service, okay? Google really only cares about its user experience. It wants to make the users of Google as happy as it possibly can. And the way to do that is to give them exactly what they're looking for. And the way to do that is to use Google Places. And so you can go and jump on board with this this great service and actually go and get yourself a listing on Google Places. Now, the benefit of Google Places is that they appear, although the listings appear on the results pages of Google. So, for example, I went and ran a search which was Pilates class London, and on that page, you can go and do this yourself as well, just as an idea. You can go and type in Pilates class London, and in the top right hand corner you will see that there is a map result that comes up, and in the map there's loads of little kind of markers, and each marker reflects a place where you can go and get this service, in this case a Pilates class. And if you look further down in the actual organic results, there's two organic results that appear at the top, one of which is a national newspaper, but further down you can see that there's these slightly different looking results, and the slightly different looking results are the maps results, okay? So if you hover over each one of those, you'll actually see that each one of the results comes up with a page related to it. Okay, so again, you can just go ahead there and you can see that as you hover over each one of those results, you will actually see a part of a Google Places page, and if you go to click on that, you'll go through to their website. But if you click on underneath it where it says either Google Reviews or Google Plus page, you'll be taken through to their actual page itself. Now, one other thing, and talking of reviews, this is kind of quite apt, one other thing you want to make sure you have on your Google Places profile, and this is whether you have a website or not, you need to make sure that you have a series of reviews on there. So get the people who use your service to tell everyone how brilliant you are. Now, if you're just starting out, like my friend is, then you need to go and get people who have used your service, who are just friends. Give away your service. So for example, I know that my friend has actually done a few classes with friends of hers, just as sort of a thing to help them, and also to kind of get some practice in. Well, those people have now experienced her business, so as a result, they can go to Google and they can leave a comment and leave a review where it says write a review on the Google Places profile that she's just created for her business. Okay, so again, this is social proof and means that people will see that you really are as good as you say you are, because it's all very well you blowing your own trumpet and saying how brilliant you are, but it's much more believable if someone else says it. It's the reason that you see testimonials on so many products nowadays. It's because they work. Okay, and if you were going and trying to find a business, the one you would go for is going to be the one that people have said great things about, rather than the one that says how brilliant it is. So again, it just kind of stands to reason that you do the same thing for your own business. So go and make sure that people write a review, and then make sure that you actually go and make the best possible Google Plus page you can. Make sure that your keywords appear in the title, and that they also appear in the description that you've put for your business as well. And make sure you put some photos, and if there's some video of you working, that's even better. And even if you're a plumber or whatever, you could just do a quick video to camera, say, hi, my name is Barry, and I'm a plumber based in London. I do this, this, and this, and I can make sure that your pipes don't freeze over this winter. Whatever you happen to be a specialist in. So those are things you could do. And my friend could actually video part of a Pilates class, or just find someone who she could go and do some Pilates work on, and while she was doing that, they could film it and she could talk through some of the things that she can help with. All that kind of thing would really help. And again, it would mean that you'd actually be using another service from Google, which is YouTube. YouTube actually is now owned by Google, so again, that's another Google service that you can make use of. And the key thing here is that you're actually making use of services that Google provides. As a result, Google gives priority to those services that it runs, obviously, because that's what they would do. So that's why that you actually can get a Maps listing on the front page of Google. It's because Google runs Google Places, so as a result, it wants to make sure that those users who are looking for those services get the best response they can. So that's why they put those Maps results on the front page. Anyway, the other thing you can go ahead and do is you can go over to a place called Fiverr. Fiverr is fiverr.com, and I've talked about this in previous episodes. And the reason I've talked about it is because it's a fantastic way to get people to do some work for you for not very much money. Now, the work you want them to do in this case is to actually go and manually bookmark either your website, or in this case your Google Places page. Now, social bookmarking sites, just very briefly, are sites that people can bookmark their favourite things on the internet. So the difference between normal bookmarking and social bookmarking is that normal bookmarking is something that you do yourself on your computer. No one else gets to see your bookmarks. Social bookmarking is the opposite of that. Everyone gets to see your bookmarks, and you have a public profile, and people can see what you've bookmarked, see what you've liked. They can start following you, and kind of interact with you the same way they would on Facebook or Twitter, and they get to see the things that you're interested in, and they can basically, it's a good way to share good content. Okay, so you're going to get people to actually bookmark your particular website, and you're going to get them to do it in a specific way. You want to make sure that they ask for a title, a URL, a description, and keywords. So when you hire somebody on Fiverr, you need to get them to you need to give them the title, the URL, the description, and the keywords. Okay, so the title should be the keyword that you want to be found for. So let's say that you want your Google Places profile to be found for the words, like my friend, for Pilates class London. Well, that's your keyword now. So Pilates class London should appear in as many places as possible within this listing. So the title should be Pilates class London. The URL should be the address of your Google Plus profile for your business. Your description should include the words Pilates class London, but it should actually be a full description. So, for example, you could write something like, if you're looking for the best Pilates class London has to offer, then check out this amazing class right here, or whatever. So that's something you could go and put as a description. Obviously you want to make it better than that, but you want to make sure that those keywords actually appear in the description. Also make sure the keywords appear in the right place. So where it says keywords, make sure that you type in Pilates class London, comma, Pilates class in London, comma, Pilates class Southwest London, comma. Okay, so that's 3 key phrases that you can rank for. And again, it's important that you make sure that your particular business is associated with those words, and the way to associate your business with those words in Google is to actually get a Google Places listing and make sure that those words appear not only in the Places listing itself, but also that you can bookmark them here on Fiverr, and this will spread your link around the internet. But most importantly, it will actually show Google that you are about that particular thing, and that you're more about that thing than somebody who hasn't done this. Okay, so again, it's just a kind of crafty way of getting Google to actually see your site for the value that it really represents. So that's that. And remember, you can do this with your website, or you can do this with your Places listing. In this this episode, I'm basically talking about doing it with your Places listing, but there's nothing stopping you going back and finding more people who will bookmark your website instead of bookmarking your Places profile. So again, I hope that will make sense. One very final thing you can do just very quickly is to get yourself a Facebook profile as well. Now, I'm not going to go into Facebook and how to actually go and create one of these profiles, because that's a separate video and a separate podcast in itself. But this is something which you can go and do, and again, it just means that you can start to spread the word about your particular business, and it's another way of engaging with your potential fans and with your actual customers once you start to get people through the door, doing you're using your business. So this is something which you can go ahead and do, and as long as you are consistent about it, you can actually build a very good following. I found one great page which is called Hot Bikram Yoga, so just go to facebook.com/Hot Bikram Yoga, and that's a really, really good example right there of exactly what to do with a page and exactly how to run a local business using Facebook. Okay, so go ahead and look at that example. It's really good. They've got the ability to sign up to a newsletter. They've got the ability to book a class via the page on Facebook. It's really well done. So go ahead and check that out, and also pay attention to the fact that they are constantly posting new material. They post stuff, I think, probably 2 or 3 times a day, and it's just really, really cool stuff which allows you to see exactly how good they are at what they do. It creates a bit of a buzz around their particular business as well. So they're doing it really well. Go and check it out. So I trust that this has all made perfect sense to you. If you have any questions at all, you can let me know via the blog adventuresinininternetmarketing.net, or you can leave a comment underneath the video of this episode, which appears on YouTube. You can find that by going to youtube.com/IMadventures, and I look forward to talking to you either there or on the blog. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, either subscribe on YouTube or subscribe via iTunes in order to get the latest podcast episodes. Thank you very much indeed again for being a part of this episode, and I look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon.